3, 2, 1.
All right.
Sarah, from Hey Frase.
I see the little live symbol. I think we're all set.
Sarah.
I see your plaid shirt.
I see. Oh, yes. Okay, we got it.
Hey.
It's a podcast.
Hey.
Not a cast pod.
Hey.
Frase, every day she'll make you say,
Oh my God.
she got the scoop
Hey.
on pop culture news. So grab a drink, it ain't what you think. It's Sarah and the crew.
Oh, you guys, welcome to the Hey Frase podcast. We are always live on Facebook, sometime in the afternoon on Mondays and Wednesdays. We've given up on the time. We say 12:30, but it doesn't always happen because sometimes we have technical difficulties. Anyway, it's totally fine. I almost, Paul Wharton is here.
Hey.
The fabulous Paul Wharton.
Hey.
It is your birthday week. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Sarah.
I mean,
This has been one of the best birthdays I think I've had in probably at least 10 years.
really?
Yeah.
Why? Better than last year? Last year you had a big 40th blowout. Omarosa came through.
Yeah, this year is even better because I think I said this last night during my birthday toast. I'm trying to live as authentically as possible, and I think each month and each
my God.
year I get like
I just got hot thinking about that. How is that going?
no, it's getting
It's
really
hard.
good. No, it's getting really good because every time I do something that I think is not from a place of good intention, that I don't think is moving me forward, that I don't think is positive, I try to stop and check myself.
Oh, that's so good.
And that involves the people you choose to have in your life, the decisions you make, the things you talk about, the people you spend time with. And so every year it gets better. And this year I had the perfect group of people there. I hate that you weren't there.
Oh, I know, but we're busy, and you know I go
Yeah.
to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I was wishing you well on your Instagram, actually. I was like, hey, enjoy that dinner. Now I'm going to bed.
I love it. I love
Because
it.
you're
But
up late.
It was
You guys
great.
were up late. And you've had quite the birthday week, because I want to hear the story about how you met Gerard Butler. You ran into him.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to all that. And, of course, we got you just a few treats to celebrate.
can't wait.
Be sure to be on our Facebook Live and wish Paul a happy birthday. By the way, we partnered with Fidelity, Flydelity, I should say. Fidelity is your 401k group. Flydelity makes these awesome fanny packs. So today when you share the show on Facebook, the Facebook feed, you are winning a duo of fanny packs. One is of donuts and one is of gummy bears. If you want to see them, you can just hop onto my Facebook page. If you just listen to the podcast, Hey Frase Podcast on Facebook. Share today's episode with anybody. Share it on your page. Boom, you're entered to win. You can also go
Just
to...
shared it.
Oh, yes, you're
I'm
entered.
in.
You look
I'm
good
on.
with this gummy bear.
I love it.
You'll be entered to win these 2 fanny packs from Flydelity. Also, when you go to flydelity.com, you can use code HeyFrase for 15% off any of your fanny packs.
Very
We have a lot
cool.
of commercials today, though. I'm kind of actually nervous to go through them.
Because you know what that means,
I don't
right?
know if there's a check in this birthday card for you.
You can start running a bunch of commercials. I'm going to expect a check out of somebody. Better write me a check.
Okay, well, let's hit a couple here. The one that we both co-sponsor, I'll start with that one, so hopefully we can just ease you into it. Mervis Diamond. Share those diamonds,
Love
baby.
it. Love
Paul
it.
is wearing some beautiful diamond rings from Mervis, and we're getting into engagement season.
Hey, it's hot. The holiday times, that's the time that most people get engaged.
It
More
is.
time than any other time of the year.
MervisDiamond.com. They have 3 locations. They also have an amazing online selection, too. You can go to MervisDiamond.com. Pick out your ring there. Also, look, this fall, they have terrific trunk sales that are happening. They're trunk sales, which they often do with Takori and many other venues that partner with them, offer you great selection at major discounts. So you'll definitely want to check out Mervis Diamond. We love them. Also, we have to thank our dentist, Mary, who's unbelievable at Total Dental Care in Germantown. It's your one-stop shop for all dental needs, general dentistry, periodontics, oral surgery, pediatric dentistry, sedation, and so much more. We love Mary. They truly care about providing comprehensive quality care for your entire family. And that is what inspired them to create a facility that you can treat every member of the family at all ages. Right now, Mary and Total Dental Care in Germantown is offering patients a $99 special, which includes cleaning for non-perio patients, bite wings, x-rays, and exams. And she's so sweet. And she always gives like all these fun facts about your teeth. Like your teeth are
Wow.
basically like the starting point for all these health issues.
Absolutely.
Diabetes, your heart. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
But you have beautiful teeth.
Thank you.
How many times a day do you floss?
Once.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
You do more than once?
No, I only do once, but she says you're supposed to floss at least 3 times.
That's too much, Mary.
I agree.
Can't do it.
I agree. I totally agree. We have a huge update from Chrissy. You guys remember Chrissy?
I'm worried about her.
You are? Okay.
I
okay.
am.
Let's set the scene. Let's set the
Set the
scene.
scene.
Let's set the scene. I want to talk about your podcast. We
Yeah.
got to hear the Gerard Butler story. Also, AJ. I'm concerned about AJ. She's had a guy in her life. This guy, like, she dated years
She's
ago.
got a stalker?
Okay. Our producer AJ. Do you think he's a stalker?
No, definitely not. He hates my guts.
Oh, okay. You're the stalker. I knew there was stalking going on somewhere in there.
She got the most insane. I mean, it's going to get a little dark.
What happened?
She got a message from this guy who basically said, I wrote a letter about you and I want you to read it because you nearly ruined my life. Like, no, I know. This is our sweet producer, AJ. And I'm actually kind of mad at this guy.
Okay.
What? You actually want that? What you think he totally...
You know what?
She has her moments.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever hanging out with somebody and you look over at them and they're not expecting you to look at them and you catch them like giving you the stank eye? That's AJ. And then you look back at them and they know you're looking at them and then they're like this. You're like, wait a minute. She looked at me like.
Oh my God. Okay, well, let's get into Chrissy. So many of you may recall it would have been last Wednesday, right? You were here
Sure.
last Wednesday?
Mhm.
Or was it 2 Wednesdays
2
ago?
Wednesdays ago.
Okay, 2 Wednesdays ago. Chrissy has been a longtime listener, and she went to Mervis Diamond, got her engagement ring with her man, let's say about a year ago, right? They came, they were on our Facebook Live, the whole works.
He was acting a little squeamish, though, that day.
Well, they did buy a really expensive ring.
Right.
I would have too. I was like, thank God I'm not making those payments. Like, I mean, it was big.
It was big.
Gorgeous ring. But 2 months after that, he tells her engagement is off. This is after 6 years of dating. They'd been on again, off again. He calls it off. He blocks her on all social media. Like everything. Dropped off the face of the earth.
But see, I have a problem with that. I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
You know, and mainly with me, it's with my friends. You get into a little tiff with a friend. You have a misunderstanding or disagreement or even a fight. I really lose respect for you when you completely cut all ties and you're not willing to talk things out. I mean, that is my biggest pet peeve of life. You go through these motions with somebody. You say that you
Right.
love them. They say that they love you. And then something small happens or something even big happens and you, I'm blocking you.
The blocking, but and can you believe he blocked her? This is someone that she's been with for 6 years. Like helped with his daughter. She was close with his daughter. The whole thing. Okay, so after that, she moves on. She's devastated. She starts dating other people. Fast forward 7 months later. Okay, and he has just hit her back up and said, I'm so sorry. I've learned all these lessons. I really want to be with you. Can we date again? I'll go to therapy. So do you have any guesses? I know you know, Paul, because you were on the text, but does anyone have any guesses as to what? And Chrissy was on this show. We talked it out with her. And our advice was,
Date secretly,
don't
right?
do it.
Well, I didn't think she should do it, but she said at the time that she was going to date him secretly because, you know, when things like that happen and your family gets wind of it, your family turns on the guy, your friends
yeah.
turn on the guy. Naturally, they should. Their
Yeah.
emotions aren't caught up in it like you. You know, they don't love him the way that you. All they know is that he broke your heart.
So essentially, here's the update. She
Okay.
says, hey, well, I've seen him a few times, and it's definitely been different. He's going away for a few weeks for a job, so I guess we'll see what happens when he gets back. I think I'm at the point where I'm curious to see what's changed, but I'm also not shutting doors on other options. So I guess my answer is we're going to date secretly. So what do you think, by the way?
It sounds a little desperate, just to be honest. I mean, it sounds a little desperate on her. And you know I love Chrissy.
I do too. She's amazing. And she's come to our live show, and we tried to hook her up with a different guy who I thought would have been amazing for her.
Yeah.
Older, a little bit older, maybe too old, actually.
Right. I know who you're talking about.
Actually, we're going to do a commercial for him.
I didn't want to say anything. I don't want to mess your cash flow up.
Well, no, it's fine.
Mom, my mom's in the control room. Mom, sweetie, she's got lots of sponsors, honey. She's
Is your mom your agent now?
she's
Your
telling
mom
people all day. I mean, she's just listing commercials like, I mean, just one after the next after the next. We're leaving here with the check, honey. In fact, get the check now while I'm still on the show. Thanks.
I was saying we have some new interns that have started, and they've never met you in real life, and they've been looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, and then you had said your mom was coming, and so I was like, oh my god. And initially we were going to have another mic set up so she could be on, but then anyway, things kind of got mixed up. So. But I was saying the best time, I love when your mom came on after the Emmys, and she basically, like, she wasn't even at all like, oh, it was nice to be nominated. She was like, Paul should have won. That place was way too white. I can't believe what happened.
Did she say that?
Yes, yes. It was the best. It was the best. She didn't hold back at all. It was so, she's your biggest fan.
Oh. That's my
And then
homegirl right there.
You were like you were kind of like, I think you were pissed, and I don't know if it was you or your mom was basically saying that if all else fails, you guys are just going to buy a Rolls Royce, get a butler, and like.
No,
live at
I
your
said
mom's.
that. Because I go to my mom's house. My mom built a beautiful, great new house for us, and we're actually working on it together. We're going to do some great design stuff in her house.
I'm sure it will
Fun,
be
right, Mom?
amazing.
Me and you. So, but anyway, yeah, if none of this stuff works out, if Renzo and all these others, don't work out and whatever, I'll just move to my mom's. I have to have help, so I'll get somebody to help me, drive me around,
I have to help.
iron my sheets, and I'll get a Rolls Royce Ghost, and we'll just go to lunch. Whatever.
Sounds like heaven to me. Anyway, there's your update on Chrissy. So look, let's talk about what's been going on with you. You had your birthday week. You posted the other day, and I'm sure we'll bring it up for those of you watching the Facebook feed, of this Gerard Butler, the actor, sexy as hell, and you two looked hot as hell together.
You talking? I saw you write that on there. I'm like, thanks a lot, Sarah. She's like, you two look great together.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am getting sex vibes. I'm getting big dick vibes. I'm getting it all. Oh my God.
Well, listen.
You two look so snuggled in there. I mean, my God, is your arm inside his jacket? What are you doing? This is like, you are
Every woman
curled
that I
up
have
to
seen
him.
since then, I had a lunch. Okay, this was the night before my
You
birthday.
look like a cat on a rug. You are fucking nestled the hell in there. You are a cat with a
wouldn't
blanket.
you be?
Hell yes. I don't even know if I get that close to him. Like, I feel like
Yeah, you
just...
were home with your night cream on, your hair at a top knot. I was out living my best life.
That's the trip.
You're supposed to be
Holy God.
sleeping. No, but that was the night before my birthday. So the night before my birthday, my friend Amanda Polk,
Wow.
who I spent a lot of time with over the summer in the Hamptons. That's who I stayed with in the Hamptons. Amanda Polk is married
Okay.
to Curtis. Curtis is Michael Jordan's business partner. They are part owners of the Charlotte Hornets. So because their opening game was on the
Love
day
it.
of my birthday, she threw a birthday party for me the night before. So Cindy Jones and Jane Visser and all our other little girlfriends, they came to that. We started at the Four Seasons at 4 o'clock. By 10...
Is this at the Four Seasons?
No, this is at Cafe
Oh,
Milano.
Cafe Milano.
So Gerard is a friend of another friend of mine. So then she said he's going to be at Cafe Milano. So we all packed up and moved over to Cafe Milano where the party continued.
Oh my God. You look so
And then
good.
they all left and I stayed.
You look amazing. Ugh.
I was celebrating my birthday.
So did you get to talk to him much? Is
Yeah.
he friendly and sweet
He's
in real life?
fantastic.
Really?
That's a fun guy.
Well, he looks hot as hell.
That's a fun guy. Yeah, he's cool. He's
well,
really cool.
we are so here, and our piddly little cupcakes that we got for you are probably not as hot as you and Gerard Butler. I just love how you look so comfortable with him.
I really like the guy. We'll be buddies. He's a nice guy.
Who's he dating these days? Did he have like a hot girlfriend with him?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Really?
No.
No woman.
No.
Oh, all right. Mm.
So anyway, and then the next day, look, I'm moving right on. In other celebrity news, Jennifer Lewis.
Oh,
I
yes.
wanted to share Jennifer Lewis and I. That's my girlfriend. I love her. She's on the hit show Blackish. She's the author of the book, The Mother of Black Hollywood.
Yes.
So we do these about 3 times a week. We do FaceTime calls. We FaceTime more than we talk. We just FaceTime each other.
I love it.
But we do these singing lessons where she gets on the piano. She's like, hit this key, fool. Do-do-do-do-do. And I'm like, me. Now this is her singing happy birthday to me.
Oh, I got to hear it. Wow.
Hit it, Jenny.
Wow.
S. Come on. She gonna get it. The ball. She is so crazy. Wait. The ball.
Wow.
Wait till the end. Wait to hear what she says. Oh. And then she says, Woo! Wait. Shaka Khan. Oh, that cool?
That was awesome. Oh my God. Yeah, that was really surreal. And she's giving you singing lessons.
She does. She gives me singing lessons.
How's that? I mean, you already have a great voice, though.
But it's so funny. It's like
I'm a model.
on
Do we have that? Play it.
over
You're so
FaceTime.
good.
I love that. Over FaceTime, she. Hey. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is
Live
so
your
good.
life, kids. Yeah. I'm a model.
Bright lights.
Okay, let me see if I can remember.
God, it's hot as hell in here.
Flash, get the cash. Sao Paulo, I'm a smash. Dubai, Shanghai, off a dash. Hong Kong, Milan, cameras flash. Vogue, L, Mademoiselle. Mary Claire, I do 'em well. Barcelona, for sale. It's this fashion that I sell.
Dead.
So this is a song
You are so good.
I did with Soleil. Genuine. You see this background right here?
Yeah.
This is Genuine singing this. I'm on a runway.
Amazing.
Paris, London,
Actually, I think she's really helping Jennifer Lewis is. You seem
Yes.
like you can belt out even more notes without taking a breath.
Without taking
Yeah.
a breath.
Yeah, you seem like you're really going from your diaphragm. I love it.
Did somebody not pay the electricity? How come it's so hot up in here?
Well,
Are you hot?
I actually am hot today. I know it is, but I don't mind it. Anyway, there's a little Paul Wharton. Look,
Okay, yeah.
Paul, we got to talk about AJ. This is like, I've been meaning to bring this up. This is like a
Whose life
recent.
did she ruin? Come on, talk to me about it. I'm not surprised.
Wait, really? You're not
Shade.
surprised?
I want to know what this letter. So
AJ.
he had to write a letter. You know it's bad when somebody has to write a letter about you and send it to somebody else.
No, he sent it to you. Well, wait, who did he send it to?
He said, hey, I'm giving you a heads up that I'm releasing this on Twitter and Facebook. It was a letter to the public.
Oh, I got to hear this.
Okay. And by the way, we have many new listeners, and we got to get to people are loving on social media your podcast Politics, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're just tuning in or you're new to the show, Paul Wharton is a DC celebrity, longtime co-host of the Hey Frase podcast. He now has his own show called Politics, which is all about pop culture and the politics of Paul because he's man about town. Producer AJ does all the audio for this show. She's unbelievable. She's 24. She's like totally. What are the words that we want to
Well,
say?
she's super
Fabulous,
hot and
super
she's just.
sexy.
You know what I love about her? She's super hot, smart, equal parts hot,
Yes.
intelligent, and humble.
Yes, she is humble. You're right.
Wow.
And then
She goes to get my dry cleaning for
So
me.
nice. Yes, I do it all, y'all.
You
I
do it all. But that's why you're going to be so successful because you'll do anything.
Okay.
You'll just
I love
do
that.
it. I
My
love it.
God.
I love
and
that
then
about
there's
you.
me. You know, I host this little show, and I'm getting closer to 40, and I'm not pregnant. I'm not married. So, how's your day going?
You get up so early in the morning.
I get up at like 5:30 every morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I don't even have the kid or a dog. Anyway, enough about me. So, AJ, tell us about this. I am like
I wanna
dropping
know.
dead over this. Tell us
on.
what happened.
Well, I didn't even know we were going to talk about it today because we just want to focus on Paul. But I'm
No.
here for the story.
No, we got to talk about this.
Shout out to Paul. Happy birthday.
Thank you, baby.
This is my college boyfriend, kind of. It was a fling. I was not really into it because it was college. So anyway, he's a bit of a drama queen, and he always thought that he tried more in the relationship than me. So anyways, we finally broke it off. Hung out with a couple more guys. He found out about it, and he came back to me, and he was like, what the hell's wrong with you? And I was like, we are not together. I can do what I want.
How long were you dating this person?
I mean, it was an intense maybe 8 months.
Okay.
It was college, so it was like, whatever, this is just a fun relationship. Anyway, so we had like this whole drama-filled relationship, and we broke up at graduation. It was like, this is it. We have to separate. We're just too bad together. So then a year down the road, when I'm like living in small town upstate New York, I get a text and he says, hey, heads up, I'm writing a letter. It's suicide prevention month, and I want to let you know that you
Listen to this.
drove me to almost kill myself because I loved you so much and you just threw my love away. And I'm releasing a letter about you. And I searched for the letter. I could never find it, but apparently it's out there talking about me. He's like, don't worry, I didn't use your name. And I was like, oh, how kind
So
of
he
you.
didn't send it to you.
Never sent it to me. It's just out in the netherworlds of the internet.
Okay, did you even respond to that? Would you have responded to that, Paul? Because I don't think I would. Because
I
first
would
of
have
all,
responded with compassion.
you would have.
I would have responded with
For
compassion.
some reason, I'm angry about this. Like, I don't know, because I think I know AJ in her heart, so I'm really angry at this guy that he would do that to her. And P.S. But see, now I'm going to get on a rant that's not very nice.
Okay. Watch
But
out.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's don't put that bullshit on somebody else. You know, somebody else, like, you're in control of your own actions and your own regulation of love. Like,
Well, look what happened with Chrissy and her fiance.
yeah, but Chrissy has the right to walk
He
and
shows
should.
no, but what I'm saying is he could have driven her to the point of depression, to the point of considering suicide. People have done it for much less. You love somebody, you're engaged to them, they say one day all of a sudden, you know what, I'm not into it, they block you, you feel like you have a broken heart.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, different people handle things different ways. And when you're in college, you're not mature enough to be able to handle all of the feeling. I mean, look at AJ.
See, that's my thing. I just get so irritated about this because
She
she's
put
so
that
wonderful.
thing on him, girl. That boy didn't know what to do.
That's terrible. But don't
Oh
you
my
think
God.
that's terrible? He's obviously gotten the help. He's saying, you nearly drove me to suicide. Now I got the help. Don't you think it's terrible to go back to the person and go, oh, hey, by the way, I'm putting this out there about you. You nearly caused me to destroy myself. Like, excuse me.
I mean, I think
Because,
it's tough.
you know, he could be, who knows where she's at. And she could be like, wow, I like almost did this. That could really fuck her up. Like, shame on him. Okay, I hate that word shame. When people are, shame on you. Go fuck
well,
yourself.
it's tough. It
Sorry.
is. It
I'm
is
very
tough, but
offensive
I
about
think
it.
people need to know about the repercussions of cutting someone off, just straight losing all communication. Now, if you try to break it down to
That's
someone,
hard,
and
though.
you know through therapy, mindful living, because you're always in therapy.
That's the God's honest. I got 2 therapists.
You're always in therapy.
Oh, I
You
go so
know-
many.
Well, I mean, I'm sure your therapist would tell you if something was going on between you and Dan, how fair would it be? Let's just take you on that side. Let's
Oh,
just,
yeah, you can use mine as an example. Believe me, I wanted to cut him off. I'd love to block
What
him on
about him?
social
What
media,
about
but
him
he's not
cutting
on
you
social.
off? What one day?
The hell with that? I would drive to Sterling. I'd find that condo. I'd head right out to that soccer park, and I'd be like, "Excuse me, bitch. You remember when you tried to
Right.
leave?"
When you try to cut me off, that would be very painful for you. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that.
No,
Unless
you're right.
somebody shows me that they can't handle what I'm saying in such a way where they become more obsessive or so. I really believe in talking things through with people.
You're right.
Did you straight cut him off in such a way where you knew it would devastate him, AJ?
Well, it was back and forth. Like, we broke up, we got back together. Everybody said we should not be together, and then we were just like a toxic relationship. Like, we would get
Okay.
drunk and then yell at each other. He threw all my shit out on the side
Oh.
of the van. It was crazy.
Oh,
It was too much. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
too much.
see, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
He was literally a drama queen. It was too
Okay.
much. So I almost felt like he was exaggerating the whole situation. So I texted him back and I was very compassionate. I was like, I'm so sorry you ever experienced this.
Wow.
I was very sad about the breakup too, but you know, we're better off alone, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know I haven't heard from him since. I've gotten really drunk off wine one night and considered texting him. Bad idea. I
You
now
follow him on
Very
social
bad
media?
idea.
How, is he seeing somebody?
He blocked me. I did look him up one time, and he was taking pictures with this really pretty girl. So I said, "Hey, I knew you'd get over me."
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, crazy. So
Well-
yeah, no update there.
Thank God you're okay. But when I'm very defensive, I think, of AJ. So I'm just like, how dare you? Same
But
with you.
Suicide
If-
Prevention Month, that's major, though. I mean, that's major. Somebody saying,
I know,
you
don't
almost
you think-
drove me to suicide. Well,
Yeah.
actually,
That's bad, though. Don't you think he shouldn't have done that
well,
to
we
her?
had that issue with one of our listeners.
Oh, we did?
Well, on social media, I really kind of got after her about that.
Oh,
yes,
yo,
this was
that was so. Oh my God, yo, your comment on back to her was like, "Listen,
Listen, I'm gonna need you to pull it together.
yes, it was so good.
What is going on?
Go read my book, Pulling It All Together, like for real."
Yeah, because, basically, she's got a lot going for her. She's lost a lot of weight. We're really inspired by her. She comes to our live shows. You love having her around. And then one day she posts something up. Oh, my God, I can't see my life going on. Oh, I loved him so much. Oh, it's been the best 6 weeks. Oh, 6 weeks?
Yeah, don't you know?
The best 6 weeks of your life.
Oh, believe me, you hit reply all, and we all saw it. You were like, get yourself together.
Get it together, girl. You know?
I said to myself, oh, God, it was great. It was so good. I think, you know what? I agreed with you. I thought what you wrote was good. And I've known that person for a long time. So I said to you, she's put up lots of posts like that. And I always just say, hey, hang in there. It'll
I don't
get
like
better.
when people play with the idea of,
But I understand
saying, I might as well just end it all. End it all? Well, wait a minute. First of all, that's a very private thing if you're really seriously considering that. And if this is a plea for help, you can't just use that to get attention. I really don't like that either. But if you say it, I'm going to give you the attention because I'm going to take you seriously.
Of course, it's very serious,
because
right?
once somebody does that, we can't turn that back. How many times have you seen somebody commit suicide and then you say, oh, if they had just said something to somebody? Well, she did say that she was going to end it right here on our Instagram.
Yeah, and you said, if you need help, you need to really get help. Otherwise, don't play around with things like this, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. I feel like we have so many lighter stories to talk about, but I was just very upset that someone would say that to Age.
Yeah, I love AJ.
I know, so do we.
I love you,
Are you
Paul.
okay? Are you like good?
Oh yeah, that was a while. I mean, it wasn't too long ago, but yeah, I just said I'm sorry, and I'm in
Yeah, it's
DC
all
if you
good.
ever want to come down for a drink.
What? No,
Uh-oh.
don't ever. Oh, thank God.
I drove
don't.
all night to
kidding,
get
no.
to you, to be in your arms. I
Don't-
drove all night.
Don't tell him that.
He
Don't.
shows up on your doorstep.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll be
oh,
like
girl.
a deer in headlights. So who invited you? What the?
Let's move on to vagina scarves. So you are the fashion guru, Paul, on
Okay.
this show. You always look like $1,000,000. You always have Pierre Garçon shirts and clothes on, and you look fabulous.
On the
It's-
garçon.
Oh, whatever.
Exactly.
Pierre Garçon, Conde Garçon, whatever. I cannot speak any
Gordon
language.
Gartrell.
This is a new Fendi scarf that a lot of people are saying online looks like a vagina. It's $900. What do you think? When you first saw that, Paul, what did you think it looked like? The mics are still on. He's just thinking, I guess.
As I look at my mom at the corner of my eye, she's like bawling, laughing over there. It's fashion, sweetie.
Okay, $900, pink silk and wool fur trimmed touch of fur scarf. It's currently sold out online, but gaining a lot of attention. And some people say that the company did this purposefully to basically make it look like a vagina.
Okay.
The existence of this
I'm going to have to
scarf,
defer to you on this one.
a lot of people think also is an ode to a fruitful womb of life.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it looked like one too.
No comment, Mom? No.
I would wear this. Would you?
I would not. But I mean, it looks great. I think somebody would look great in this.
I saw that and I was like, I think it definitely looks like it. Okay, we have been dying to talk to you about this. Paul, do you think you're a guy? Have you ever heard of big dick energy?
Yeah, I have.
You have
Yeah,
heard
when a
of-
guy walks in and you're like, that man's got big dick energy.
What is big dick energy to you?
Well, I think when you lead with the crotch, like somebody that kind of leads, it's like it radiates power and glory
Really?
and triumph.
This article
his
says
crotch?
that big dick energy is a quiet confidence and ease with oneself that comes from knowing you have an enormous penis and you know what to do with it. It's not cockiness. It's not a power trip. It's the opposite.
Right.
A healthy, satisfied, low-key way you feel yourself. Some may call this, he, she, fucks vibe, but that is different. You can fuck, but you do not have big dick energy. Some may call this well-adjusted, but we know the truth.
Yeah, but can somebody with a small dick, like, just kind of learn big dick energy?
Oh, I
And
don't
then you
know.
get home and you're like, what? Hell no. I read this in Cosmo. You're supposed to have a big dick. I want my money back for all the drinks I bought you.
I don't
Oh, wait,
know.
was that a personal story? I want all my money back for those 2-for-1 drinks. I'm telling you right now, this shit is
Well,
not funny.
They claim that Pete Davidson in this article is going to be just fine from his breakup with Ariana Grande. One, because she went on her Snapchat and paid homage to his large, schlong recently. But also they say that Pete Davidson is a person who gives off big dick energy. So they have a list. Like, I want to know if you think, so Justin Bieber, do you think he has big dick energy? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think he does either. But according to the
Gerard
cut,
Butler does.
does he?
Yeah. But that's
Women
big.
can
But
have
this
it,
guy
too.
here, this Ariana guy, what's his name?
Oh, Pete Davidson?
He's got big dusty dick energy. You know what I mean? You got to blow that. Get to smack the dust off that thing first.
Wait,
I mean, because
why
he
do
always
you
looks
think
so
that?
ashy.
But that's Hollywood. You know, I've never smelt people so bad as when I was a guest on HBO's Crashing.
Really?
Oh, my God. Everybody stunk. You know, in Hollywood, nobody wears deodorant.
All the behind-the-scenes people?
Everybody.
What about the star?
Very famous comedy writers. Pete Holmes seemed to smell good. I didn't get a vibe
What's
from him.
his energy? He seems like somebody you would date, to be honest with me.
Tall, white, and gangly.
Yeah, big old mess. Just is arms.
I'm glad you think that I would date a big old white mess.
A big old white mess.
Excuse me.
No, I think he's charming. Do you have any energy with him?
First of all, he's funny as hell.
Is he
no,
married?
he gives off a very, you know what I admire about him, which I love about a lot of celebrities? Yeah. He is a genius comedian, but he does not socialize.
He's very professional.
Very professional.
Okay.
And I understand why. Because when you are trying to write comedy on the fly, you need all of your energy and all of your focus. So in between takes, many times he would go to his own trailer. And I thought that was great because I think you can't be everything to everybody. You can't be socializing.
Absolutely.
You can't be hosting. But it was just very funny because a lot of the other like comics and writers and directors and people behind the scenes, everyone smelled. Like everyone.
Damn.
Oh my God. I fit right in.
Did you
I
pull
don't wear
yourself
deodorant.
together? I was just going to say.
No, I said to Dan, it was the most comfortable I felt because I had horrid BO.
Did
and
you
no
really?
one mind. Well, actually, no, that day I put on real deodorant.
You just can't seem to pull it together with your BO, can you?
Oh, I don't mind. It's like, let it all hang out.
I don't know.
What do you think about Paul Giamatti? Big dick energy or no?
Big dick, little chin energy? Maybe so. Maybe chubby, short dick energy.
I don't think he has big dick energy at all. They say Idris Elba has the biggest dick energy of all.
Positively.
They say women can also have it. Martha Stewart makes the list as having big dick energy. Kate Blanchett makes the list.
Kate Blanchett.
Bruce Springsteen has big dick energy, apparently.
I could see that.
Ryan Gosling gives off shy dick energy.
Shy dick energy. Jeez.
And they say Bobby Cannavale. Bobby Cannavale, I agree. I think he gives up. Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio, big dick energy or no? Oh, biggest dick. He should be taking over the Playboy Mansion. He and Rihanna need to get married and just run the sexiest of Hollywood.
Yeah, he's got it.
Oh,
I don't really get it from P. Diddy for some reason.
Did he? Yes or no?
I don't know. He's got a different kind of energy that's very powerful, but I don't know. It's not radiating.
I've never really even seen Diddy as powerful. I don't know why. I think it's the mouth. Like the mouth is something. It's weird for me. It's a little mouth.
I mean, what more does he have to do to be powerful?
I don't know. He's very.
He's got $1 billion.
He really
I mean, endless businesses.
And now he's just left Cassie for a 26-year-old.
He left Cassie?
Yes. They're done. They're trending on Twitter as we speak. Conor McGregor, big dick energy or no? I think he's Irish and he's got a tiny little pecker.
I think that he's got the energy, but I don't know that he can back it up.
I agree.
You know?
And he's very skinny. I watched his documentary. He only weighs like 145
And why
pounds.
is he going around like, beating people up and tearing up buses?
Because he's got to portray that he's got big dick energy. Anyway, who on this show do you think has big dick energy?
On what show?
Ours.
Me. And if you keep holding back my paychecks, you're really going to see it because one day his chair is going to be empty.
Oh, Lord.
And I'll show you some big dick energy for you.
People are like, it's called well-endowed energy.
When somebody's mom was present. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Your
She
poor
brought
mom.
it up.
I love this so much, though. I was like, BDE is my new favorite term. Who's got it?
Does
Who
Dan
else?
have big dick
Rihanna.
energy?
I don't think so. To me, Dan is like Paul Rudd. You know, I feel like they're very kind of like a little nerdy, like a little reserved behind the scenes. They're like very
Look at
dry
that sweet
humor.
smile on that guy. I mean, isn't he sweet?
Paul Rudd is super. Yeah, he's super cute. Rihanna has big dick energy. She
does.
fabulous. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
I know. She's to me
getting on top.
She is my queen. Yeah, I love her. She's so good. She's getting on top.
No, yeah, she's just lay there. I don't care. Shit.
Paul, have you watched Snooki's new MTV show all about being tattooed?
I just saw a little clip from it.
Damn, this put them on the map. If you guys haven't seen this, it's been circulating on social media, and it is crazy. It is a lesbian couple that go on the show, and the whole idea of this is...
A former couple, right?
It's a former couple,
Yeah.
and the show is, it can be current couples, exes, friends, but you basically get a tattoo, like, from the other person. The other person
Okay.
goes, I'm going to
Should
tattoo
we see
this.
what they're talking about
Yeah,
here?
can you pop this up? So this girl is getting the reveal of her tattoo. Wow, she's saying. Oh, that is the worst. The worst.
There were times when we were getting intimate, but
I don't know if people can hear.
body odor that I was just like,
So basically,
She stank.
the ex is the tattoo artist?
The
Like that one
the
girl
ex-
did that tattoo
yes.
on the other girl.
So the ex does a tattoo of a smelly trash can with the ex's face as a ghost on this woman's
Pinching her
inner
nose.
thigh, pinching her nose, saying that this woman had bad body odor down there.
That's terrible.
Okay, that is the worst. And this woman's like, bitch, I never had any complaints before. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
That is so mean.
But this did make me think, what would you have tattooed on one of your exes? Because I used to date a guy who was obsessed with all the presidents. So I would have Teddy Roosevelt's face tattooed on his ass. Because he loved Teddy Roosevelt so much. And he was also a hoarder. So I would have Teddy Roosevelt with a bunch of shit all around him. Books, boxes, because that's basically what we lived in.
What would I have tattooed on one of my exes?
The show is called How Far is Tattoo Far? I've never watched it, but I think that clip was amazing and epic.
Tattoo Far.
Yeah. What did you
And they're
think?
going to make a full series out of this? It's going to keep
It's already.
going on?
It's yeah. Every single week
Like
they pull
season after
couples.
season?
Yeah.
Wow. That's really interesting. You know, I was very fond of this one guy. I was fond of him. You know, I really didn't like him very much as a person, but it was back in my weave wearing days. And you know, it's hard as a man when you're wearing a weave to divulge to another man that you're wearing a weave.
Oh, is it?
So once you finally, well, you know, it's been a while since I've had to wear a weave, but
Okay.
at the time I got like a really bad dye job and
Okay.
all like, it was like super blonde and it just all fell out.
Okay.
So I got a weave. And so when I finally met this one guy who I was discovering we weren't really compatible, but one day we were sitting on the couch.
Yes.
Girl, he stuck his hand in that weave. And I said, oh, no, oh, stop. Stop. He didn't even mind. He started scratching between them tracks. I was like, you know what? I don't care what you do. You don't got to pay no bills around here. I'm going to cook for you.
Oh God.
So, like, he became like the weave scratcher.
The weave scratcher.
That was like the core of our relationship.
So
So,
you
I would do something. I would tattoo on him like, you know, him like braiding my hair or maybe having a big old pack of fake hair in his hand or something like that. I miss that weave scratching.
Are you? Am I kidding? Oh my God. I feel like AJ has got like her current boyfriend. She's got to put like, have you seen him? The picture of AJ's boyfriend showering with his birds?
Iggy?
Iggy showers with his cockatiels. Like
No.
in the shower. What? You, Paul,
It's a hot mess.
you have got to see this.
I saw him skipping down the street with your bag the other day.
Yeah, I like to pretend he's my gay best friend.
I love it. How does he feel about that? He doesn't seem to mind.
He doesn't mind at all. That's why I love
There it is. He showers in the shower with his
What?
cockatiels. So
And-
AJ needs to put the cockatiels on him.
This is kind of cool.
It's cool. I feel
I
like we're gonna
mean-
get bird flu.
I don't know what to say.
You know what? Take the phone, Sarah.
It's
Call
kind of
my-
cool.
Take our mic. All right, look, by the way, today, if you share the show, we are giving away 2 fanny packs to a listener who shares the show. The fanny packs are from Flydelity, flydelity.com. They have awesome fanny packs. You can use code HeyFrase. You get 50% off. These fanny packs have donuts and gummy bears. They're super cute, and fanny packs are all the rage, so be sure to share this Facebook show. Also, we got to thank Casper, who is one of our sponsors. The original Casper mattress combines multiple supportive memory foams for a quality sleep surface with the right amounts of both sink and bounce. Casper offers a wide variety of other products like pillows and sheets to ensure an overall better sleep experience. All designed, developed, and assembled in the United States. Affordable prices because Casper cuts out the middleman and sells directly to you. Hassle-free returns if you're not completely satisfied. You can be sure of your purchase with Casper's 100-night risk-free sleep on it trial. Also, if you want to order yours, you need to do that. All you have to do is go to casper.com/HeyFrase using promo code HeyFrase. You get $50 off, and it will take you right there to the page, so you don't even have to enter it. But you get $50 towards your select mattresses by visiting casper.com/HeyFrase. So, boom, there you go. Also, Simple Contacts, thank you for the sponsorship. There are millions of things demanding your time. Contact lenses should not be one of them. Simple Contacts lets you renew your prescription and reorder your contacts from anywhere in minutes. Your couch, yep. The office, yes. The doctor's office, indeed. Wherever you are. The Simple Contacts vision test is self-guided and takes 5 minutes. Think of how much time you can save compared to making an appointment, getting to the eye doctor, and taking time off. The reviews speak for themselves. You can look at Simple Contacts reviews. They've been rated 5 stars over 5,000 times on the App Store. And you can text with support team and always get to speak to a person, not an automated robot system. And by the way, they have actual doctors checking your eyes. So if you want to order yours now, you can get $20 off by using the promo code HeyFrase. Okay, so all you've got to do for that is just go to simplecontacts.com/HeyFrase. It will take you right there and check out Simple Contacts and get $20 off by going there and entering the code. But it brings you right to the page, so you're already getting that $20 off. There you go.
I blacked out.
Come
All
back.
I saw was
Come
dollar
back.
signs.
Come back.
You mean to tell me we got all those sponsors and all I got is some cupcakes? This
And
don't
a
make
card.
no sense.
And
Mother,
a balloon.
call my agent. Call everybody. Sweetie, this chick, I taught, look, when I got here, she had one tortilla sponsor. They paid her $300 for 266 commercials. I got here and I said, how us gonna eat on $300 for 266 commercials?
Oh, my God.
You know what? You teach them how to fish. They keep all the fishes. They keep all the fishes. They keep all the goddamn fishes.
Oh,
Hey,
my
girl,
God.
I'm not mad at you, girl.
Well, you are a little. It's fine. We're getting you an endorsement. Don't worry. You'd be great. Mattresses or contacts? Which one do you want?
Mattresses.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about your podcast. And I
Yeah.
want to bring up, this is going to upset you as well, but we sold out of our Hey Frase lip shirts, basically. And we had an office buy the lip shirts. And I want to shout out Roberta Jones,
Oh.
who's wearing them. With all her Hey Frase gear and all of her team, they look terrific. So AJ's going to bring that up.
I
if
love
you're
the
on.
shirts. And who's the local artist?
Lucy McMahon.
Lucy McMahon.
Yeah, who paints lips. So it was pretty cool. Here they are. Here's Roberta and her office, and they all have the Hey Frase lip shirts. I think they look so good. But we're going to do a reordering, and we want to do a shirt with you. By the
Well,
way.
I'll tell you, I'll do my own shirt. Thank you. You know what? I'm also extremely competitive. But I have, speaking of local artists, my friend Maggie O'Neill, who
She's unbelievable and
I'm
huge. Yeah.
obsessed with her.
she's one of the best artists in D.C. and in the United States. I just love her art. She's amazing. Check out Maggie O'Neill Fine Art. So I get to, my mom comes into town. I check her in the hotel. She's got a nice suite. She's luxuriating. I get home, and there are, Mom, how many balloons? 50, 60 balloons in the lobby of my building. They're, beautiful orange, pink, like beautiful balloons. Really high-end, nice balloons.
Wow.
So I go up to the front desk. I'm like, who in the world? They said, happy birthday. I said, who are these from? And they're like, your mom. I'm like, my mom? I just dropped her off. I just checked her into the hotel. Came from my mama. So I called my mom. I said, are these from you? She says, no. And it turns out that my friend Maggie O'Neill, how
Sent
sweet.
them?
She flew to London to do a business meeting, and she sent me, just filled the lobby with balloons.
Wow. She is amazing. Her artwork is unbelievable. And she's just becoming so, like, known outside of here.
She really is.
Yeah,
So I'll have
her-
her design my T-shirt. Let's have a T-shirt off.
Oh, must we? Really? I mean, you're really stylish. You really know. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on with your podcast. What's the latest? How do you like podcasting? You're how many episodes in?
I think I'm going on number 7.
7 episodes in.
7 is this upcoming week. You know, it's interesting. When I first started the podcast, I have a co-host. Her name is Stacey Rush. She's just really cool. I met her about...
She's stunning, by the way. Beautiful.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago when we were neighbors in the same building. And I used to see this stunning-looking black woman, and she would just walk around, and she did yoga. And at the time, she was teaching yoga at the White House. And we just really hit it off. And she became, she was a wife then. Now she's a mom as well as being a wife. And I just really we have a lot in common in terms of our travel and different experiences that we like to do. But when I first started the podcast, I wanted to have a guest on every week.
Okay.
But I realized, because the first guest was, of course, Vivica Fox, and then I was having these different kind of political icons and people on the podcast.
Yeah, you've had some big names already.
But you know what I realized by episode 3 is we didn't have a chance for our audience to get to know us.
Yeah.
And how we interact with each other. You know, you and I, we did that for, 8,
Years.
9 months before we really
right.
started having, other guests on.
Right. Yeah. It was just the two of us
Just
co-hosting.
the two of us, just
Yes.
always talking to each other. And we really made sure that the audience got to feel that camaraderie. So I kind of retooled that a bit. And
I
a
like
lot
that.
of the topics. So she and I really cover a lot. And I think it's even brought us closer. It's built our camaraderie. And then the audience is getting to know us. But I'm having a great time. Shout out to the Lion Hotel and Full Service Radio. Fantastic partners in that.
Really?
Oh, I love it. And they also have a studio in LA. So when I go to LA,
You can do
I
your
can
show
record
there.
in LA as well. So I'm having a fantastic time. We're live every Thursday at 2 at fullserviceradio.com. And you can also catch us on Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud and everywhere.
Well,
you
a
can
lot
find
of
a
people
podcast.
on Facebook are already saying they listen and they love it. Stephanie, of course, who we love, Stephanie Williams, says that I absolutely
Thank you,
love
Stephanie.
Stacy and she loves your podcast. So good. Well, we want to see upcoming tips and things that you have to offer. You're always doing something fun.
Absolutely. It's just so much fun.
Are you dressing up for Halloween?
Well, I don't know.
What? Why not?
I'm just not sure. I just don't know.
Really?
I know I'm going to LA. I think I'm going to be in LA on the 29th of October.
Okay.
So I might be out west. That's the plan right now. Or I might go a few days later. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to go as an out of shape influencer. Have you seen the I actually kind of want to order it because I think I'll be the only
What is
person.
it?
Urban Outfitters came out with a very not controversial. I mean, it got backlash because it's so stupid. They came out with an influencer for $60. You can buy this influencer Halloween costume.
Okay.
And it essentially is leggings that Kim Kardashian wears and just a bra, you
Yeah.
know? And then they put a hoodie over it. Big. Okay, here it is, Paul. All right. So as you know, I don't work out. All I do is walk everywhere. I walk and take the stairs. So I'm very out of shape. And I'm currently trying to get a medical marijuana card and vape basically all the time, right? So I'm going to do this, let it all hang out, all of my stretch marks and everything and my lumps and bumps, and go as an influencer.
You know,
What do you
people
think?
really respect you for that. I've had people come up to me on the street and say, I could never do what Sarah does when you go out to the middle of DuPont Circle and just wear your bikini. I mean, and you are just like, I have no shame in my game. I'm out here like this.
Oh, because, my story is I hated my body. When I was 12 years old, I started my first diet. I went to a Weight Watchers meeting, and I just hated
At
myself. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And for 12 to 28, I hated the way I looked. I wore sweaters in 90-degree weather. And finally, when I went to mindful eating therapy, and she was like, look, no one had ever told me that I was more than a jean size. No one had ever told me that my life was more than what I looked like, you know? So when all that came about and I realized that you get hired and fired at all weights, all ages, no matter what you look like, it was revolutionary to me.
Wow.
And now I'm I always want to get naked.
Mm.
I just have to be, I guess, kind of appropriate. Because now I walk around my apartment naked. I hang out in the window. But then I feel someone's going to call 911 or whatever. And they're going to be like, why is this woman's exposing herself to children?
I love it.
But I do. I would walk around naked all the time because who cares, right?
Yeah. In my book, I say, whatever you wear it with confidence. And for me, I did have a bit of a revelation where, me too. Somebody call my attorney.
It's so goddamn hot in here.
Go, girl.
I'm just going to take it off. Well, and this bra is really dirty.
And now
too.
she's
I don't
doing
care.
a striptease.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Okay. So, but for me.
Wait, how do I look as a
You look
chubby
great.
influencer? Not real. I do not, but I don't care.
No, you look great because you're confident. You have big dick energy. I mean, you do. You have
How
big
I
dick
look now. This is basically my influencer outfit. Your poor mom. Your
You
poor mom.
are too much.
I don't care.
But you know what I did? Because I realized I've been getting Botox since I was 27 years
Yes.
old.
Well, now you do have me addicted to that.
But
I love
I
the plastic
stopped
surgery.
it. I'm gonna start back up, but just to test it for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I stopped getting Botox maybe 8 months. See, all my lines came back, but
You don't
I'm,
have
I'm
that
like
many.
allowing myself to do that. Like before, I had like, it was like an oil slick. It's like, you know what I mean? Because when you get Botox, it makes your skin even more oily.
Yeah, does
It does, doesn't it?
No, I haven't noticed that. It just freezes your forehead. The best part about Botox is like you get it, and then all of a sudden, like a couple days later, you're like trying to move, but you can almost feel the Botox under your skin,
Yeah.
and like nothing moves. I love it so much. I'll say this: you've gotten me so addicted to. I can't wait. I dream now about all the procedures I'm going to have, and I'm trying to pace myself so I don't look like Kenny Rogers and like all these celebrities that like just look like they've blasted face. But I love it. You've turned
I'm
me on.
into skincare, so I'm doing hydrofacials. I'm doing something new, and I do all this at Vitar Cosmetic Institute. VitarCosmeticInstitute.com. Dr. George Vitar. Nah, nanny boo boo. I got sponsors too. Fuck you. So anyway, so I'm doing hydrofacials. I'm doing something new out there called M Sculpt.
Okay.
Did you see me doing that?
Wait, I saw the really great picture of you laying down.
So there's two things that I do. Exilus 360, which is it's a wand and it heats up the fat. It actually will burn the fat right under the skin. It kind of melts it off right there.
Like
and
this
then
one or this one?
Yeah, all that. It just takes it all away.
I need it all.
And then I follow that up with something called M Sculpt. M Sculpt is a machine you strap on this belt. They put it under the belt. And you basically it's the equivalent of doing 20,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes.
Stop. How do we do it? Is it painful? How
No.
do we do it?
Do you have the video on my
roll the tape. Roll the tape.
I don't know that you have it though. Actually, I think it was on my stories.
that.
It wasn't on my feed. It was on my stories. So,
I've got a terrible BO.
you always.
Sorry.
What do you rub under there? A crystal?
Yes,
Do
I
you
do.
really?
I do.
Well,
But I'm
deodorant
always, like-
is toxic.
I know, but then people say that now, ever since we had that woman come in where she helps people match by their pheromones, like she's basically a matchmaker.
The woman that cleared the energy?
No,
Oh,
different
okay.
woman. So she says if you have really bad odor, it can be a sign of a health issue. So now I'm really worried because
M Sculpt.
oh my God, we got to do
Build
this. How do we
muscle,
sign up?
burn fat. I do it once a week. I do it every Friday.
You look so good.
20,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. Well, now it's like the fat's still there, but the muscles are getting like a six-pack. I'm like,
Okay, wait, but I feel like I cut you off.
Yeah.
I want to hear what was the inner self that said to you you wanted to stop doing Botox? Like what?
well, as I said earlier in the show today, I'm really trying to love myself in my most authentic form. I'm trying to be my best Paul. So part of that is I can like Botox, but if I can't live without it, is there a problem there?
Oh, right.
That was one of those things I would always be like, oh, Lord, my head moved. Call the doctor. Get me over there immediately, if not sooner.
Right.
And I didn't like that feeling. Like I had to run over there. Like certain events would come up, and it'd be like getting my hair done. I'm like, okay, I got to get a blowout. I got to get Botox.
Right. So you're
You
like,
know?
why am I doing all this?
Well, I want
Yeah.
to make sure that I like myself either way. So it's just a choice. It's just, I could have it or not.
I'm scared because when I get pregnant, all this shit is going to fall so bad and it's going to look really horrible.
So are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to? What's up with you? Are you getting married? Are you buying a house? I mean,
I feel like, do you watch Real Housewives of Dallas? I'm
don't.
completely Leanne. Leanne's like been engaged for 2 years and now every episode is, what's going on with you? Are you getting engaged? Why are you hiding?
I just want you to buy a ring from Mervis and be done with it already. We got to make up for that return we had. Jeez. It's tough. Chrissy really messed us up.
whatever we need
Now,
to do.
Also with M-Sculpt, check
yeah.
this out.
Okay, yeah.
So the same way you do the stomach, you can do the butt. So if you want one of those big Kim Kardashian booties without having to put anything fake in there,
Yeah.
it makes the muscles in your butt contract a lot too. So it really pumps them up. I mean, it lifts it up. That's what she's doing here.
Really? I wonder how much it really changes your booty.
It changes it.
I don't care at all about like booty. It's just, it's funny. Like to me, I always like, you really did help me get Botox for the first time and like try lip injections. And one, you get scared because you're like, oh, they're going to completely alter your face, which isn't true. They do such a micro amount. But then you realize like how little amount makes you look so much more like awake. And that's the addicting part because you're like, oh, okay, I don't look like a freak show. They do just a little bit.
Sure.
And you're like, wow, it makes a huge difference. I look way more awake.
Yeah. When's the last time you got it?
A couple months ago?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you look good.
Oh, but I'm all in now. Give me all the things. Anyway, no, I really want to. You know what the problem is for me about marriage, and this
What?
is the God's honest truth. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. In my head, I went to the place that I want to get married in Maine. Okay, but we're talking to do it the way that I want and invite everybody.
20,000.
Oh, north, like 35,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right. Okay.
That's a down payment almost for your house.
Thank you. You know what I'm wrestling with is like just doing it as a party at my mom's. Having it just be low key and
Why not?
low key, but like, I don't know, because I feel like I've waited a really long time. So in my mind, I really want the $35,000 wedding. So I'm trying to reckon with, I'm not usually like that. I'm not usually that person that has any sort of monetary value on like, or cares about that. But in my mind, I really feel like that's the wedding I want. But
If that's what you want, then I guess get it and you just hustle the money back up. I mean, look at it
I
now.
guess,
The
yeah.
numbers are working out. You got a superstar like me coming in here. You don't pay me shit. You got 10,000 commercials. Have
yeah,
the
but that's
$35,000
deceiving.
wedding.
It's deceiving because the really inside of it.
Don't tell.
Okay, fine. All right, I won't say a word.
Keep that secret so you just
Okay, fine. All
you
right.
look
all
like,
right.
you really doing it.
So we're balling basically, and so I should be able to spend the
spend it.
$35,000. Oh, that's the hard
And
part.
furthermore, why are you marrying somebody that can't give you the wedding of your dreams anyway? How many Dan?
Right? Is
does
that a
Dan's
bad?
family has any cash?
I think his mom does, but he doesn't want to ask her for any money.
I don't
yeah,
know.
I know.
But your mom's got a couple of bucks too.
No, she doesn't. She
Can't
lives with
they-
my brother.
What?
Yes, okay. What?
I thought your mom was rich all this time. That's why I flirt with her on the phone.
No, I wish. No, my story is this: like my parents didn't have any money, but when my dad passed away, she got an insurance
Yes,
policy.
yes.
Which so for many years there, we lived large, like we always had cars and all this stuff. But we didn't really realize that we were just spending it all. So now
Right.
there's really none left. So now she lives with my brother, and my brother has started a dome, chilling with my domies
Yes.
business. So no,
And
the
I saw
money
he
is
was
gone.
renting an apartment out. What is that? The apartment, your brother.
Oh, that's in my mom and brother's house. So there's like an apartment, and because it's like 13 acres. So he's got his domey business like down near this pond area, and then the apartment, and then they live in the other part.
Why don't you go there and work the land? Work the land, make some cash. I'll do anything. I'll do anything
apples?
to make money.
Oh
I don't
my
give a shit.
God, you cracked me
do
the
it.
fuck up. Anyway, yeah. So the money's gone. So now I'm like, all right, well,
You can always get more though.
it is
You can
true.
always get more.
You just keep manifesting the cash.
Make it happen.
All right, let's celebrate you. It's your
Okay.
birthday. Everybody on this show.
I'm ready for my various gifts and offerings.
Well, first of all, we got you this balloon because we didn't want to get
Oh.
you're a Halloween baby
Oh.
almost.
That is so cute.
Now, is your sister Holly a few days older?
My sister is 2 years and 2 days older than me, so her birthday was on October 14th and mine's the 16th.
And did your parents, when your parents had you, were they expecting you to be a girl? Did they really want a boy? Did they have any,
Did you know?
I wonder if we can AJ's going to get your mom mic'd up here on our producer mic. I really want to talk to Paul's mom, who's so sweet.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey, sweetie. When I had you, they didn't give us the
The
sex.
sonogram?
Oh, you never knew the sex of the baby.
They weren't doing sonograms, so it was always a surprise.
Wow.
And I wanted a boy because I was not getting back up on that table again.
So
That's
she'd already had
whole
my
point.
sister.
I had the girl, and I wanted the boy. And then when he was born, finally, because he was no help to me, none. I stayed in labor forever. I almost died.
Really?
And the doctor said, push, 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 push. I said, I am pushing. And the nurse said, she's pushing. I pushed so hard I almost couldn't breathe. And then once I had him, and when he came out, my husband did like this, showing a little bitty penis sign. And I said, okay, I'm done. Wrap
Well,
it
I
up.
don't know about little bitty, but
Well, no. Well, you were a little bitty. You weren't no big dick boy at that time.
I got big dick energy.
Okay, wait. Keep that on. So what was Paul? I mean, Paul, as we love, because Paul is just one of a kind.
I know.
Was he one of a kind from a very young age, or did he
Yes,
grow into
in
it?
the very beginning.
Really?
I knew it was something special because he was so loving, so kind, and Holly was very aggressive, and she was thumping her foot at me at age 2, talking about, you make me sick. Really? What? And JR was so humble and kind and giving. Not that she wasn't, but she wasn't like him. And of course, no two children are alike.
Right.
Well, my sister always had all the friends, and I said this last night at my birthday that we used to have our birthday parties on October 15th, the day after my sister's and the day before mine, and then all the kids from the neighborhood that were my sister's friends, really. Well, I had a lot of friends when I was young, and then I had a little awkward period where I was like, you were my friend.
Yeah, I was his
You
only
were my
friend.
friend.
But guess what? Nobody messed with my boy. Because I had that boy and that girl, but nobody messed with that boy.
And then my mom would have her glass
you really
of
are
wine.
the
Let me tell you something.
biggest champion.
I would come home and I would put like on the Patti LaBelle. You say you didn't know I was gay, huh?
No, I didn't. No, I'm serious. I did
Really?
not. I had no
I think
idea.
that's the craziest thing.
No.
I would put Patti LaBelle Somewhere Over the Rainbow on, and we had like in our living room and then our dining room had like an elevated area, like a stage.
Yeah.
And my mom would pour her glass of wine, and she'd sit down there, and we would blast Patti LaBelle, and I would do "I'm Gonna Get Over the Rainbow."
But I thought I was being entertained. I thought it was a fun thing. I had no idea. And then when it came out when he was 19, somebody said it to me, and I was stunned. I said, "Not my son. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?" But you know what? Once it came to fruition, and we talked
Well, Mom,
about
do you
it.
know that when I thought you were asking me, when I thought you were going to confront me about it, and I came to your house, and do you remember about the Amex?
Yes.
Okay, so I had this American Express card, and I thought my mom had talked to somebody, and they had told her I was gay, so she said, I need to talk to you. I said, okay, fine, I knew this day would come. So I'm like, oh, God, I got to get myself together. So I booked a first-class ticket home on my Amex.
But that was my gift to him when he went to New York. I gave him an MX card.
Wow.
I burnt that bad boy up. I was in
And I said, wait a
Airmax.
minute. I had no idea. But when he came home, and I never saw the bill. I never saw the bill. Never saw the bill. I probably would have fainted. Probably would have a heart attack.
So Paul Wharton Sr. saw the bill.
No, I had some
no,
cash.
you
he
had the
it.
bill.
I had
he
money.
had it. He
Yeah.
had money.
I had
but
money,
he was
but
working.
I didn't have an Amex. So
in
she
New
gave
York.
me the Amex, and I was like, yeah, I'm rich. This thing I had no limit on it. Take that. I was walking up and down Madison Avenue like them rich white women. You know,
Oh,
they
my
be,
God,
You know,
yes.
walk up and down Madison Avenue. I was like, I can do that. I got an Amex. So I'm thinking that she's calling me home to say, I know you're gay. And she's like, okay, I want to talk to you. And she's like, oh, you're home? I was like, yes, let me speak. And I'm like, I know what you want to talk about. She's like, well, the bill, I know, no. Yes, I know. I've been thinking about this, and I'm definitely at least bisexual. And she's like, oh.
But I had no idea.
And she starts
I had no
crying.
idea.
And I'm like, wait.
You were like, oh, shit, it was just about the Amex.
But
I'm like, what you want to talk about? I was like, the
Sarah,
bill.
Sarah, everyone was thinking, why don't you know? But I had no idea because he was always so loving, so
Right.
kind, so giving. But you know, he played soccer. He did
like
the
2
bowling
weeks.
thing. No, you didn't. You did it more longer.
But
than
you
that.
got to bring in those pictures next time you come.
Absolutely.
I want to see him in soccer gear.
Oh, but one thing about it, because we were church-going people, we went to church every Sunday.
Sure.
My children grew up in the church. He loved putting on his suit and ties. And I
Aw.
said, oh, wow, he looks so cute, so handsome. And, you know, he got a picture of that, too.
But
He'll
do you
bring in.
remember when we would go, because my mom's best friend Vera had a green Rolls Royce, and we would go to Garfinkel's and we would
Yes.
shop, and I would insist on putting like my cowboy boots and tucking my jeans in the shirt, and then have a big cowboy belt, and then my hat I would tilt sideways, and I would be like,
Oh
I
my
would get in
God.
the Rolls Royce and sing like 101, I wanna play that game tonight.
But, you know, Vera and I did. Because she thought it was, we thought
Everybody,
it was
y'all
great.
knew.
Yeah, y'all knew. He says, "Oh my God, no, I can bet." As
Well,
a mom,
thank you, Mom.
No
You're
problem.
great.
But you know what? Once he did come out,
Yeah.
no big damn deal.
No
It was
big
still
deal.
my
Yes.
boy.
Yeah.
I loved him from the moon and back.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I don't care what but because of his heart, and I birthed him in the world, he's supposed to be here because God don't make mistakes.
That's right.
Okay,
Thank you,
honey.
Mom. I love you.
I love you more.
Give it up for Paul's mom.
So great. Oh my God, you're so lucky. You have wonderful parents.
Thank
wonderful,
you.
wonderful. This is for you. Happy birthday. We got you cupcakes from Baked and Wired. And
Oh my
I did in
God.
all serious.
Oh, you got me all the. Oh, you do have a lot of sponsors. Full set, huh? Wow.
In all seriousness, I want to tell you this. I adore you from the bottom of my heart. You are so talented. You're one of the most talented people I've ever worked with. We get the biggest kick out of you. Sky is the limit for whatever you want to do. And I just always have your back and want you to be happy. And I'm very grateful that you have come on this show and just given so much of your time and generosity and helped me personally in business. So thank you. Happy birthday. And I'm so glad that you are healthy.
I love that.
And
Thank
well.
you so much. That means so much coming from you.
Well, I mean it because I really do.
I mean it
adore
too.
you.
You know, I mean, you know, she and I, we save up all this goodness until I get here, and we text, and sometimes when we do
Yes.
have our little conversations, isn't it fun? We just be giddy and laughing
Oh,
the
we have
whole
the
time.
best time, yeah.
I roll around in my bed and kick my feet up in the air when I'm talking to you. That's how much I enjoy it.
We had a really good call
And the other
last
day I
week.
said, girl, I don't like talking to nobody as much as I like talking to you. We have so much fun. So I adore you. I'm so proud to see where you've come from and where you're going. And sky's the limit for you.
Well, you're coming with us because I swear to
Hey.
God, I just know this show is going to be like a YouTube talk show or whatever. And you're just going to be this like ongoing part of that show because people love you. And we do have great chemistry. And the thing about you is, like your mom said, you have a great heart. And like we all have moments. I mean, I love when you're like in Paul Wharton mode where you're like, oh, that's not gonna work for me, and like you like have these moments, but you really are the best. You
Yeah.
always, you always find middle ground.
I always
and
tell you what I'm not going to do, but in humor. Like, oh, I can't do
when,
that.
well, the humor comes like later. I wouldn't exactly say. I wouldn't say everything, but no, I adore you. You
Oh,
really
God.
do. You always,
You
find
gotta
a
let a
great
chick
middle
know what you're working with.
ground. You do.
I love you. Thank you for my cupcakes. Thank you all.
You
Thank
guys, please check out Politics. Paul's got a
Yes.
new episode coming out tomorrow every
too.
single Thursday. AJ, thank God, is good. Luis is awesome. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Podcast